the subscribe button. It's right below. You see it.
You know you want to. Click subscribe and comment.
So we are doing a little market update for you for the month of July. And before we kind of get into some numbers, I really want to talk about what a great time it is to buy right now. Mm-hmm. And I know there's some people that are on the fence, they're waiting, but I just want to kind of remind you that here's why it's a perfect storm to actually purchase right now. Number one, you have interest rates that are
super low.
So low right now. They're historically low. I mean, so I'm not sure how much lower you think they're going to go, but
and by next year, it's going to go up.
Yes. I mean, 3.75, 3.8. I mean,
crazy.
Yeah, those are historically low. So that's number one. Number two, you've got lots of inventory out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sellers are, right now, there's so much in inventory that the sellers are willing to give more. They're willing to put closing costs. They're willing to negotiate.
Yes.
So it's just a perfect time all around.
Yeah. I got one the other day that actually paid like 6 months in advance HOA dues.
That's crazy.
So in addition to closing costs, and the price was a little bit lower. So as a buyer right now, you have just such amazing negotiating power. Mm-hmm. So you've got low interest rates. You've got a lot to choose from. And then you have incredible negotiating power.
Yeah.
So that to me is a clear sign that if you're a buyer, I mean, I would definitely get out there and grab your American dream.
Yeah.
Because you can get it for a much lower cost than you will by waiting. So the other thing, I think we were talking about this the other day, was there's been so much talk about recession happening.
People are worried.
Yeah. So I think that makes them a little bit apprehensive of as far as moving forward.
Right.
But a couple of things. I think, Las Vegas, it's got so many different factors about this town
It's growing.
Yeah, than somewhere else. It is growing so much. I mean, in 2020, we have so much happening.
Goodness, yeah.
So as far as a recession, I don't see that happening.
At all.
Coming up with all the growth that we have, and even though we have tapered off as far as, we're not going gangbusters as far as like last year we had average of 12% increase in equity.
Right.
But we are consistent, and we've been consistent. So, even if we're only going up 2-3%.
It's stable right now.
It's stable.
Yeah.
And I just really don't think that, in Las Vegas there's, any need to worry about recession.
No.
And why worry about that anyway when we don't have a crystal ball? We don't know. So
you never know.
Take advantage of, what's good right now. And what's good right now is low interest rates and lots of selection to buy right now and having negotiating power. So that's some of the things I just wanted to touch out before we get into some of these numbers, just to kind of give you an overview of what's happening in the Las Vegas real estate market. So let's take a look at the housing snapshot that kind of gives you an overview of what's happened in the month of July 2019. You can see that the units sold, they're down a little bit, just a little bit, 0.8%. But look at the new listings. You got more new listings coming on, 6.6% up in the new listings. And then you have units available, you have those also up as well, by plus 63.1%. And let's take a look at the medium price we've got going on here. You've got units sold versus new listings. You can see that it's selling for less than what it's listed for, because you've got $324,900 as the medium list price, but yet it's sold as a medium price of $303,000. And both of those are up a little bit, so that's interesting.
Yeah, they've gone up.
Yeah,
for sure.
And then you've got two and a half months of inventory, available inventory. That's kind of how they gauge it. So then underneath that is the condos. So you've got kind of the same thing with units sold, and then those are 724. So
right.
you're down by quite a bit, 5.9%. And then new listings, again, you're up. You got those listings coming on the market, kind of what we were talking about as far as there's lots of selection out there. And units available also up by 112%. So that's a big little jump there. And again, when you're comparing listings to the units sold, whatever it's listed for, it's selling for less. So another reason to
buy.
Get out there and grab a good deal. So there's your housing snapshot for you. So here's the high-rise market here, which is kind of interesting. If you look back in 2018, there was lots going on there. And fast forward to 2019, you can see the difference that they've kind of tapered down a bit as far as sales-wise, but prices have gone up. As far as price per square footage, you can kind of see some of the differences. Although it's interesting because it varies a little bit. It's not necessarily consistent on every single category, because you actually have like a minus 4% in 89102 and 89103. So that's kind of interesting in the high-rise market. It's a different type of market. So we jump down to the high-rise dollar per square foot, and you've got 89158 at the highest dollar per square foot. That's the Waldorf Astoria and Veer City Center that you're seeing there. So that is the highest price per square foot. And then let's check out the lowest price per square foot. That is 89169 that you're seeing all the way over on the right-hand side. And that one's Park Towers. So better bang for your buck is Park Towers over there, 89169. Then you've got like 89102, which is also pretty good, just a little bit ahead of 89169. That one's where Allure high-rise is. And then we've got 89101, where you're looking at like all the downtown high-rises, the Jewel, Newport Lofts, the Ogden. So those are some of the lower-priced high-rises in there. But yeah, high-rises are kind of a different animal, but they are great investment properties or second homes. I mean, goodness, you have everything in a high-rise. You literally just drop your suitcases and you are good to go, because it's like its own little city in there. You barely have to leave except to maybe go to the grocery store. So high-rises are pretty good pretty good things to invest in the Las Vegas market here, just because it fits for the lifestyle of the people and for what's happening in the town. And it's going to be interesting to see when some of these sports things start popping as what happens to the high-rise market. So we will keep an eye on that for you. So here we've got the inventory report. This is really interesting. So it takes you back from to 2018, July 2018. You can see that the amount of inventory was 9,093. That's how much we had on the market. If you fast forward all the way up to July 2019, you've got more selection. You have 12,230. You can see the increase in inventory. So you've got more selection again. So that kind of shows you how that inventory has increased. Now you've got median price. Started back in July of last year at $290. And you can see that we kind of gradually increased, and now we're at the $324.9 mark. So, again, I mean, we've gone up in price. I mean, we're not going up like that right now, but we will definitely hold steady. And why wait to see if it goes up more?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense, because you're paying more for the same house that you could have gotten right now, or even back then. So, definitely better to grab something now than rather wait and see what happens. And then you've got days on the market down there, which is kind of interesting, because you can see back in July of 2018 that everything was flying off the market. The first 30 days, look at that, it's 74.8%. Anything you put on the market was just flying right off. Because it is showing you there like 1 to 30, that tells you days on the market and how quickly it went. And then it jumps to 31 to 60 and so on. And then if you fast forward up to now, July 2019, you can see that it's slowed down. It's still good though, it's over 50%. So it's not like homes are not selling. We're still doing very, very well. So overall, guys, I mean, the market is solid. I mean, it's different, a little different from last year, but it's still a very, very solid market. And just kind of going back to what we talked about, you've got more selection, prices could increase, interest rates could increase. So it's just a great time to buy, even based on the stats that we're showing you. So there you have it, the Las Vegas real estate market. We can help you with all your real estate needs, and we've actually provided a link below for you. So if you're a buyer, if you're a seller, if you're a renter, just click the link. There's a little form for you to fill out, and we will be back in touch with you very shortly.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, the button's right below or somewhere on the screen.
Comments below. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yes.
Join us on our adventure on
yes.
YouTube.
Come and join us.